Behind me, we've got a 1967 GMC Pickup. This truck came with a 305 big block from the factory with a 4-speed manual transmission with granny low. And we're swapping in a 454 big block and a turbo 400 automatic transmission. We just got the truck lifted up on the trailer and we've got an hour-long drive back home, so stick around. Alright, we're going to get the tires aired up on the 67, see if it'll roll off of the wheel stands we had it on. Okay, we're going to get this bed unloaded. We've got another 14 bolt that we were storing back here, another transmission, the bumper, and then we'll have to find something to do with the hood. Alright you guys, we got the whole bed cleaned out. We're going to unchock the tires and push it off of these wheel ramps we had it on right here in the front, and then I think the plan's we're going to roll it backwards, try to roll it down our road so we can get it on the trailer, because that area in front of the truck's not too flat. Alright, we're going to roll the truck forward. Alright, he's flipping the truck around. We're actually going to load this guy in reverse. When we pull it off the trailer to get to our concrete pad, we want the truck facing forwards. He's actually going to be bringing it in here right now. We're going to load it in reverse. Alright guys, we got the truck up here on the trailer. We're going to get it strapped down and check back with you guys after that. We're using the air hammer to hammer off the old transmission cross member. We actually have access to a bigger air compressor at this property than we do at our other one. We've been hammering off the rivets in some of these cross members to save us some time. Alright guys, we got the truck all loaded up. Now we got about an hour-long drive. We'll get the thing unloaded and we'll give you a walk around of what it all looks like. It's been raining so much here in California, we haven't really had too much time to work on the truck outdoors, but what we have had time for was working on the transmission as well as getting the motor fully prepped and ready to go. I'm going to throw in here a couple clips of us tackling those projects. Alright, now that we've got our big block 454 ready to be installed in the farm truck, it's time to put a shift kit and a front pump seal on our turbo 400 transmission. The first order of business is going to be to pull the pan off the bottom of it, drain the oil, and then we're going to flip the transmission upright and get to working on the front pump seal.
See the oil.
So we just pulled the oil pan off the bottom of the turbo 400 and the fluid looks okay. It doesn't smell burnt or anything, and we were told this was a working transmission, at least when it was pulled, so the story goes.
We're going to pull the filter off. You just got to be careful, there's a little spacer that goes in between there when you pull it off right there. right, now that we got our pump seals done, we flipped the tranny over. We're going to go ahead and put in the shift kit, Transgo shift kit. We got a new filter, and
we're actually going to be pulling the valve body off and moving some of the shift balls that are underneath there, as well as drilling a hole to make it shift a little bit firmer. If you look really close, you can see the actual shift balls inside the valve body. Well, the truck is back. Didn't take us too long to get it unloaded. Just figured I would show you guys. We'll take a little walk around, check the inside of the truck out, check out the rust spots that it's got, a couple things we might fix. As you guys can see, we took the front clip off of this, so fenders and core support, to pull the old engine out. We were actually working yesterday busting the rivets out of this transmission cross member. That's going to get removed and replaced with another one farther back because the new transmission's quite a bit longer. I think we made the determination yesterday we're going to do about an inch drop on the front of this truck, and then we're going to do a leaf spring flip in the back to get it slammed down a little bit lower as well. Does have a heater. I was pretty surprised these old farm tires actually held up for all of our winching yesterday. Oh, one of my favorite things about the truck is the mirrors. You just don't find them like that anymore. You can hear the door. It's pretty sweet. I'll show you guys the better half to start. As you can see, we've still got the gauges there. Every gauge, to my knowledge, did work, and I hope we can get them all working again. I have removed the transmission piece of the floor pan there. It's here on the seat. We'll probably have to either weld that hole up or manipulate it a little bit for the shifter I've got. We've got a little bit of rust here growing on the floorboard, but that's okay. I think we can fix that. Other than that, it's not too dirty of a truck. Obviously, this is going to be more of a hot rod build. This is not going to be like a full on restoration project. We've still got vice grips for the window rollers, everything like that. The one problem I'm thinking we're going to have when we drop this big block down in here is that this factory brake booster is going to be a little bit too wide. I've got a feeling our taller valve covers might hit this when we're lowering the engine in, so I'm not sure if we'll have to downsize to maybe an 8-inch booster. I guess we'll find out. The other thing I've been contemplating is if this rear end is going to be able to survive the abuse we're going to put it through. We might have to switch it out for like a 12 bolt. I don't think it is a 12 bolt. I'm pretty sure it's a 10, and that might be a little bit light duty for what we're going to be doing with this, but we'll just have to see how it goes. I know we're going to have to re-gear the rear end regardless. It's a fairly clean bed. The tailgate does still work. We were messing with it a little bit yesterday. The inside of the bed, not too rusty as far as old farm trucks can go. I swept it out. There's a better look at those gauges. And over here we do have some rust on our floor pan. So I have a feeling we're going to be doing a little bit of metal work. It's a little bit along the drip rails as well. I'm not too worried about that. I think we're still getting a pretty good seal. I'm debating whether to leave the manual pedal in it. This was a factory manual truck, but we're obviously not going to need that anymore. Let's see if we can find anything in the glove box. And somehow, with all the sun this has seen, the dash pad is not even cracked. It's crazy. We've even got a gun rack here. working operational sun visors. And a little bit more rust here along the drip rails. Haven't had too much time to mess with it yet. It's been so much rain here in California, which is rare. Growing theme of this entire project is rodent damage. Pretty much all of our wiring harness was already stripped down for an HEI distributor, but got ruined from the first build. The rodents completely got to all the wires. Sitting out there in the desert for a couple years, that's just what happens, unfortunately. So we will be doing all the wiring on this guy. Probably the last major thing, it looks like our windshield's developed quite a bit of a crack there along the top. I have a feeling we're just going to run it for now. Maybe get a new window in the future. Drip rails up here at the top aren't looking too hot, but not leaking any water. Man, can't wait till we get that front clip on. Let me know in the comments below which motor you're choosing, 12 valve Cummins or big block 454. This is a motor that's going in the truck. I threw our flat bottom boat headers on it just to start it on the stand, because the factory headers were hitting the bottom of our engine stand here. This motor's running an AED carb. This one is the legendary P7100 pump. Obviously they're both great motors for towing. This is a little bit more hot rodded out right at the moment. This one's still factory, but it is turbocharged. Let me know in the comments. What are you choosing? It's funny this is in the way because this is actually going in the square body dually build that's coming up next. This right here is the motor that's going in the truck. Boy, I really can't wait to be in this thing going down the road. I wonder if the radio works. It's hard to tell. I can't connect a battery to it right now. We'll have to keep up with that in the future. If you guys like this GMC build and want to tune into any more videos in the future, please subscribe to the channel. If you like truck content, I've got a playlist I'm going to link down in the description of this video and every video to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video where hopefully we're putting a motor into this thing. I need to get a shotgun.